I'm working on my 7-round NFL mock draft right now, and this is going to be the first round. I'm going to drop it right here, right now on the Draft Ranking Show, live on YouTube, 7 a.m. every single day. We are 1 week away from the 2025 NFL Draft. Let's tap in right here, right now. I'm going to drop it up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on podcast, listen along, and I'll try to keep you tapped in as best as I possibly can. We got 10 minutes. Keep it tight, keep it concise, and get through 32 picks in 10 minutes. Let's do it. Number 1, locked in. We're going Cam Ward. Number 1, the quarterback from Miami goes to the Tennessee Titans. Number 2, the Cleveland Browns. Everything to this point has pointed us towards Travis Hunter. Yes, there's the 0.05% chance they go quarterback here, but I'm not buying it. Travis Hunter, number 2, cornerback / wide receiver from Colorado. Number 3, the New York Giants are going to go the direction of Abdul Carter. They're going Abdul Carter because Abdul Carter is a blue chip player in this class. If they want a quarterback, they'll come back later and do so in the later part of the first round, whether it's Dart or Shador or Shook or Milrow, whatever it is, they'll do it later, not now. Abdul Carter, 3rd overall to the New York Giants. That was the easy part. Number 4, the New England Patriots. Pretty much everything we've leant towards has been tackle. You got to protect Drake May as quick as possible, as fast as possible. He's your franchise quarterback. All the directions that they've showed us is to go tackle. Personally, I'd go Kelvin Banks here. Would shock me if they went Kelvin Banks from Texas. No, I think they go Will Campbell. That's kind of been the consensus thought here, is that Will Campbell's the first tackle off the board and that he matches up playing left tackle for the Patriots. So we'll go Will Campbell here, even though I have a little bit of hesitancy thinking it could potentially be Kelvin Banks. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it's a Black Hawk helicopter flying over the top of my house. That's cool. 5th overall, Jacksonville Jaguars. We've heard they have very much interest in Mason Graham. They always have. They have a little bit of interest in Will Campbell. He's gone. And Ashton Jeanty would not shock Jaguar beat writers if they went the Jeanty route here, the Jacksonville. I think that is completely crazy to think that they would go Jeanty here when they have Etienne and Bigsby in the backfield. I know it's not a great duo, but it's a very good duo that you can come back and add somebody later on. You need to hit a core piece here, a core piece in the first round, and Mason Graham's a core piece, the defensive tackle from Michigan. Number 6 overall, the Raiders, who are sitting there waiting for Jeanty to fall because they have Campbell, they have Graham on the top of their board. They have Carter and Hunter, who obviously are gone. But Jeanty and Jalen Walker are the only other 2 guys in their top 2 tiers right now who are available on the board at pick 6. Would it shock you if they went Jalen Walker and they set the edge opposite of Max Crosby? They got Malcolm Kuntz there, but it allows you to have another pass rusher, another piece that moves around the whole entire defense. Because remember, Jalen Walker technically is a linebacker, not an edge rusher. So he would give you definitely a flexible piece in the back end there. They're probably going to go Jeanty. They need to run it. They need to fill that running back spot. They could wait till 37, which is what I would do. But everything we've been told has lent towards Jeanty at 6, the running back from Boise. We got to get cooking here. We're already 4 minutes in. We got 6 picks done. So we got to start cooking. Less commentary, more mocking. Please, Cody. All right, 7th overall. Again, I love Membu here, but it's going to be Tyler Warren to the Jets, the tight end. Carolina, a lot of connection to Jalen Walker. They're not going to probably go corner here. That's what I've been told. They want Mason Graham to fall. But if it's not Mason Graham, it looks like it's going to be Jalen Walker or Micah Williams. I'm going to go Jalen Walker here, 8th overall. The Saints not going quarterback, not going cornerback. This is a prime trade back spot. Right tackle's also wide open. You look at Trevor Penning at right tackle right now opposite Talisi Fuaga, who they drafted last year at left tackle. Membu would be very interesting. I think he would fit in New Orleans as well. I'm going to go Membu here at 9. Number 10 overall, we're going to go Kelvin Banks. Drafting for need. One thing that we've heard a lot over the last couple of weeks is that this draft is going to be much more need-based than it is best player available based. And I think Banks, for a lot of people, has been overshadowed. So Banks here, 10th overall, fills the need for the Bears and completes their offensive line rebuild. Number 11 overall, we got the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers have a couple of different needs, I guess, if you're looking at it from that perspective. Tackle, corner, edge. O-line has the highest probability of odds of what they'll probably do here, but when you look at offensive line, there's not exactly a ton there. Josh Simmons is available. Gray Zabel's available. But they got Colton McKivitz at right tackle, and at left tackle, they still got Trent Richardson. Trent Williams. They got Trent Williams. They don't got a running back playing left tackle for him. I do know that much. Corner. They lost out on Charvarius Ward. He departed. I think Will Johnson, Jahdae Barron are really realistic right here. I'm going to go Jahdae Barron route to the San Francisco 49ers. Here at pick 11. At pick 12, the Dallas Cowboys sitting here. Again, a lot of different directions you could go if you're the Cowboys. They maybe have some pressure coming from multiple directions here at 12. For the Cowboys, no Genty. Ted McMillan's available. Tedero McMillan playing that T. Higgins role definitely is alluring. I'm going to go Tedero McMillan here at 12. 13 for the Miami Dolphins. I pretty much want to go on the offensive line. I've wanted to go Tyler Booker for the longest time here. Cornerback is now interesting. Maybe Will Johnson if they do decide to move on from Jalen Ramsey. I think Will Johnson definitely peeps his head there. I'm gonna go Tyler Booker. I believe Tyler Booker is the best fit here. Indianapolis Colts at 14. We're gonna go Colston Loveland, the tight end. Like I said, we're going to get cooking here. I might mess up a couple of these picks, but I got 3.5 minutes to get through 16 more picks. So we're going to do it here. 15th overall, the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to go ahead and take Mike Green, the edge rusher from Marshall. A lot of helium over the course of the last couple of weeks for the Atlanta Falcons and Mike Green. The Arizona Cardinals. I look at need here. They got Josh Sweat in free agency. I look at D-line. I look at O-line. I look at receiver. Michael Williams available, Shamar Stewart available. Both of these guys, I think, fit the mold or the idea or the plan for what Arizona has. And I think Monty Austin-Fort's a glass half full, outside thinking guy, and that's going to lead me to Shamar Stewart over Michael Williams, who dealt with some injuries. So I'm going to go Shamar Stewart, here at 16. At 17 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, my brain's in a little bit of a tizzy right now. Will Johnson being available here at 16 is definitely to 17, is definitely interesting. D-line, maybe the most alluring selection here with Kenneth Grant. I'm going to go corner, though. Will Johnson fell too far. 17 is a great spot for him to get to. 18, the Seattle Seahawks on the clock. Think we probably see a trade by now to get Shedeur. I think this is a perfect trade spot. Seattle is going to move out. We're gonna make a trade on the fly here because this is what I'm gonna do in my actual draft. Seattle's gonna make a trade at 18, and they're gonna drop out to the Cleveland Browns, who are gonna come up from 33. The draft capital it's gonna take. I mean, it's gonna take a lot more than what they have. Let's see. We'll go here. We're just gonna make this tool happy, and then we're gonna get this deal done so we can make the trade. I don't care about the capital. That's not my job to figure out. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter here. So Shedeur goes 18th overall to the Cleveland Browns. 19th overall, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. Again, we're gonna shoot right through that 10-minute mark, but we're gonna keep on giving you the content right here. Michael Williams goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Denver's on the clock at 20. And Matthew Golden's still available, but we're going to go Marion Hampton, the running back from North Carolina. 21, Pittsburgh's going to go quarterback with Jackson Dart. 22, the Chargers on the clock here. Jahad Campbell's available. Matthew Golden's available. I think Colston Loveland's. Nope, he's gone. I took him already. Where did I take him to? The Colts? Yeah, that's right. All right, Chargers on the clock. Chargers. Defensive tackle, corner. I guess you could look. No. I think it's defensive tackle or corner. So we go D tackle. Oh, come on. Yes. Harbaugh's taking Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant here at 23. Now it starts to get a little bit tough for me. Packers at 23. This is going to get muddy. This might be a 15-minute episode. Screw 10 minutes. Kind of going to go D-line or corner. I think Amos is interesting. Seems like a reach here, but I don't think it will be. You guys will see. I mean, the numbers on the screen show you it's a reach, but I don't think it is, by the way. I like D-line. I like Derek Harmon a lot. Packer fans are going to kill me in the chat, but Let's go Trey Amos, Ole Miss. All right, Vikings 24. We're going to go safety. It's going to be Malachi or Emanwari. I think Emanwari would be just a maniacal tool here for Brian Flores to use on the back end. Houston's on the clock here at 25. I wish I could show you guys the picks a lot easier on the screen, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to keep you going here. The last 5 picks: Dart goes 21 to the Steelers, Kenneth Grant goes 22 to the Chargers, Trey Amos 23 to the Packers, Nick Emanwari, the safety from South Carolina, goes to the Vikings at 24. The Houston Texans are on the clock right now at pick 25, and the Houston Texans are going to make a rapid selection. They got to get one in here. They need offensive line. They need a tackle. They need a tackle. They need a guard. They need everything on the interior. Gray Zabel's available. Donovan Jackson's available. Josh Simmons is available. I'm going to go Josh Simmons. I love Josh Simmons right here. So we're going to take Josh Simmons, the tackle from Ohio State, who dealt with a knee injury this past year. Rams are now in the clock. Rams could be looking at a number of ways. You could be looking at corner. I think you're looking on the offensive line. Zabel's very interesting. Donovan Jackson's ability to move around. Donovan Jackson's he's a Ram. Donovan Jackson's a Ram. Offensive lineman from Ohio State. Baltimore on the clock. Baltimore's on the clock here. Baltimore needs could go defensive line. We could go tackle here. Derek Harmon, pretty class, and that's kind of a Baltimore play. James Pierce fell to 27. Who else have I stepped over? Matthew Golden's available. One of the names connected a lot to Baltimore has been Ezeraku from Boston College. I don't think you can pass on Zabel here, though. Gray Zabel, North Dakota State. 28, the Detroit Lions. A lot of connections to edge rushers. Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart's gone. Derek Harmon, a dog. James Pierce is here. Ezeraku. Ezeraku, he fits that. He's a knee biter. Let's go there. 29th overall, Washington's available here. They got Deebo Samuel in for agency. They got Terry McLaurin. Matthew Golding falling to 29. Absolute steal for the Washington Commanders. 3 picks left: Buffalo, KC, and Philly. Buffalo, D-line. Derek Harmon falls. Walter Nolan falls. They get Derek Harmon to go to Buffalo. Kansas City here at pick 31 to finish this thing out just about with the Philadelphia Eagles. 31st overall for the Chiefs. We're going to go tackle, left tackle. It's either going to be Connerly or Ariante Urseri. I'm going to go Connerly to the Chiefs. And at 32, the Philadelphia Eagles with Jihad Campbell available, Malachi Starks, Emeka Egbuka, Travion Henderson, James Pierce, everything. What are the Eagles going to do at 32? D-line, Walter Nolan, Ole Miss. Sign me all the way up. 13 minutes. Who needs a 10-minute show when you can do 13? That's the draft. Everything, top to bottom. Some of the highlights. Genty to the Raiders. Membu to the Saints. Calvin Banks to the Bears. Colston Loveland to the Indianapolis Colts. Shedeur Sanders with Travis Hunter in Cleveland. They trade up to pick 18. Jackson Dart to the Steelers. Nick Emanwari, the safety from South Carolina, to Minnesota. Gray Zabel, Donovan Jackson, and Josh Simmons go back to back to back. Baltimore, Rams, Houston. Ezeraku to the Detroit Lions. Matthew Golden to the Commanders. And the first round, it closes out with Walter Nolan from Ole Miss as a Philadelphia Eagle. Click that like button. Click subscribe. The Draft Ranking Show will be back tomorrow morning. We're inside of a week, baby, until Tampa Bay, not Green Bay.